Alright, we're recording. We're going into Mike Kalinowski and Josh Macuga in a first round showdown in the Ultimate Schmoedown singles tournament. So, yeah, let's get into this and we'll see what's up. I mean, two real faces and nice guys in here going head to head. So this is probably going to be at least a classy match, and minus the cheap bottles of whiskey I'm sure Macuga will bring out with him. But there's not going to be any real smack talk or shit talking, basically. Like you'd see come out of the mouth of like JTE or Snyder or, Tom Dagnito trying to talk because, the only thing he could probably do right by the grace of God is wipe himself, but hey.
Welcome back to the Ultimate Schmoedown. It is the singles tournament here, and it is week number 2 as we are underway with the Ultimate Schmoedown, and this is a great pairing here, Mark.
Kristian, we always try to sell these matches. We always want to get excited about it. And here, I'm calling
Mark
our
Ellis
bluff right now. Two of the most boring
Macuga's
competitors. No personality on either one of these gentlemen. Just a slugfest of boredom is what paint and drying is more exciting than Josh Macuga and Mike Kalinowski.
Well, you are Captain Facetious, as I see that you are wearing the...
Captain Feces.
You are absolutely Captain Feces, but I'll tell you that you are also someone who is mocking your good friend because, as we know, in the history of the Ultimate Schmoedown,
what's that?
You have never picked Josh Macuga to win a match.
Not
ever.
a one.
Anything. The man is 7-7 in singles. He has had a historic run. He is one of the legends of the game. He has competed almost more than anyone else in this entire league.
Yeah, he's
at one point
competed
was the
since
all-time
the beginning.
points leader and how many points he has scored in the entirety of this game. He deserves your respect, and you're mocking him.
Look, I'm a big fan of his parents. So, John and Deb, I say this with all due respect. Josh Macuga has played in enough matches to warrant Hall of Fame consideration.
Absolutely.
He just does not win enough of them. However, I will say this about my good friend.
Yes.
What a scrapper that guy
He's
is.
a scrapper.
Does he know a lot of movie trivia? No. But he tries so hard, day in and day out. He loves competing. And so I think Mike Kalinowski might have his hands full because Macuga's been here before, maybe more times than anybody ever.
It's his 5th tournament. It is his 5th tournament.
That's old.
That's the thing with Macuga is that you see him, and because he goofs around and he's silly. Look, I've been on the other end of this magic that Macuga has, and it ain't pretty. The guy can pull rabbits out of his hat. He really can. He is that good.
I mean, he is. He has that luck.
He will know it.
I can't believe he's for 5 tournaments already.
I have the belt right now.
Yep.
He has beaten me. JTE has the belt right now. He has beaten JTE. And Draco, whether or not Draco wants to, whether or not he wants to admit it or not, Macuga went toe-to-toe with him. Now, Kalinowski's a guy, we saw what he could do in the team tournament, but we also saw what he did back in singles when he played Breanne Chandler. He's one of the few people that has that perfect round with a bonus in the first round. Mike Kalinowski has become very popular with the fans. It's because he's shown he knows a lot.
That's right, and Kalinowski has a wealth of movie trivia knowledge. I'm not sure. You talk about the rabbits coming out of the hat. I would use the metaphor hand reaching up into Macuga's lower intestine and pulling an answer out. Can Mike Kalinowski have the same kind of disgusting magic that I just metaphorized?
I don't think so. I've only seen
Macuga's out of his ass. Let's just say it how it is.
He's going to need some luck then.
He did it against Dagnino. He did it against JTE. He did it. I mean, he's done it against Clark Wolf last year. He's had more of those types of matches than anybody in the history of the league. But there's a lot of respect between the two of them. It was like the old guard and the new guard, and we're going to talk. We're going to hear from them right now.
Year 3 of my attempt to climb the mountain that is the Ultimate Schmoedown. I have been to the championship.
I wouldn't say it's like the
never
old
lost
guard
in the first
guard
round.
with these
I have
two
wins
because
against Clark Wolf. I have a win against JT to get in here. I thought
Macuga can luck his way into
in
it.
the final of the first ever Ultimate
Kalinowski hasn't
Schmoedown.
lucked
I
his
am
way
no
into
slouch.
it.
As you can tell with
He
the smile
knows
on my
it.
face, I'm excited to be where I am today.
I mean,
for this first
granted,
match.
they're both
Josh
good
Macuga,
guys, but
when I
I don't see
first
how it would be like
was
a
kind of
passing
welcomed into the group
torch,
here. Every single
really.
time I showed up, he was there with a handshake, a hug, a smile, welcoming me, telling me I after matches, whether I did great, if I had a bad match, he was there consoling me, what to work on. He's one of the nicest guys around here, you guys know. And to be facing him, this is kind of like, this is kicking it off with a bang for me.
Mike Kalinowski's out there. He's smiling. He's shaking hands. He's kissing babies. He's getting perfect first rounds in team matches. He has yet to go up against a formidable opponent that with as much swagger and as much idiocy and smartassness as I do.
People kind of compare us. From the beginning they were saying this, and I remember a couple things were said, and he was in the audience, and I heard the hey from the background there. But that to me is an honor. I like to think of that's a form of flattery for him as well.
I'm just going to see you on the other side of this post-interview. We're going to shake hands like gentlemen after I wipe the floor with you, like Little Mac getting beat by Mike Tyson the first time you got the cheat code, and you made it all the way there, and you realized his fists were too big, he was too fast, and he knew too much about rom-coms. Rom-coms? And he knew too much about rom-coms.
You might go the distance with me. You might give me a run for my money, but at the end of the day, you're going to be going home with a loss. You know, I'll shake your hand, I'll buy you a beer, but then I got to go off. I got some babies to start kissing. It is time to pass the torch to the new generation.
Am I scared of Mike Kalinowski? No. Do I think that his last name has a lot of syllables? Sure. Does he sound like a dude that's from Pittsburgh whose parents own a Polish deli? Absolutely. Does he sound like a champion in Movie Trivia Schmoedown? That's a solid no.
Can you dig it, sucker?
The cup of tea ripoff.
What's up, guys? It's Booker T, 5-time champ, back here on the Schmoedown. And guys, this is the second week of the Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Division. We got Josh the Wildman Macuga. He's a fan favorite, but he's taking on rising star
How is this
Mike,
the second week?
the killer.
We're still on the first week
Kalinowski.
there,
Now,
Booker.
It's been good. It's been great. Been real tough. He's proven himself in matches that no one thought he could prove himself in. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Kalinowski, he's proven himself just as well, and in team competition has been almost unstoppable. Now, if Macuga can win sports movies or rom-com, he can do it. But if Kalinowski, comic book movies, man, if he can do that, if he can pull off comic book movies, he can do it.
I really
Take
think
it all the
he
way.
can
Now,
pull off a few more
you guys
categories
know
too than
I like
comic
the
book
Wildman.
movies. I mean, comic book movies are
I
going to
like
be
him a
his
lot.
strongest suit, but
But in this one right here, I gotta
I mean,
go with the killer.
we've seen like a
Fancy.
lot of
Get
strong
the
suits
second
from
round here on
Kalinowski.
Schmoedown. Get some, want some, sucker. That's the way I see it. Hey guys, make sure you check out Reality of
I
Wrestling.
mean, nothing against
Going
Macuga.
out
He has
every
his
Sunday
like,
we download
you
the
get on
episodes
sports or
on
rom-coms,
Fight
that's fucking
TV.
over.
Download that
Like
Fight
Scott Man
TV
says,
app, guys. That's
when it gets like to Cameron Diaz, that bitch, I guarantee him
That's
Macuga would get there.
F-I-T.
You'd be seeing him doing cartwheels
Download
around
Fight
like,
TV
get
app.
here.
Do it now. I do it for you. Come on.
Really? You do it for me, Booker? Come
It's a lot
subscribe.
of respect from Kalinowski saying he knows what Macuga's been. He's not sleeping on him. And Macuga saying, I'm still here. He's never been knocked out of the first round of a singles tournament. He wants a shot. He wants, if he's able to win this whole thing, he and I go
I don't even
head to
think
head
the knockout
at the
king up there
Spectacular and
knocked
for
out
the
Macuga.
trilogy. So
I
that's
don't
something I
think.
wouldn't mind seeing. But I also went to school
You'd
with
have to
Kalinowski.
let
See
me know if anyone
Kalinowski
watches
win
this
this
to let
thing
me
and go
know,
head to
but
head
I
with
don't
Kalinowski.
think
That would
he's
also
knocked
be
out
Wow, the
Macuga.
ghosts of acquaintances
I don't-
past
I don't
for
think
Kristian
Macuga's ever
Harloff,
been
and I
knocked
admire
out
Macuga for how
in
many
singles.
times he's
I mean,
attempted to win in this
teams,
tournament. You know who else I admire?
Who?
Sisyphus. He kept pushing a rock up the hill.
The
Never
Patriots
worked
first
out
man,
for him.
but
I vote Kalinowski today.
we
Sorry,
won't
Josh.
talk about
All
that.
right,
That
so
was
there we go.
just-
There is the
that was
tale
just
of
like-
the tape. Mike
that was a team
Kalinowski,
that never should've
comic
came
book
together with
movies,
him and,
Spielberg
with him and
movies,
Magneto,
and
'cause
smiling and
you
wooing the
knew
ladies.
nothing good was
Is that true?
gonna
That's what this says.
And Batman entrances, too. The
Batman
guys,
entrance.
will he be wearing a Batman costume today?
Josh Macuga, you have 80s movies,
I mean,
sports
him and
movies,
Dewberry are a
proving
little bit
that he
better
is
'cause
still
Dewberry
the ultimate wild man.
Every
has
Lynn
support
Swan
gaps
stat
that
the
can
guy
help
knows, but does he know
fill
enough about movie trivia
Macuga's
knowledge
gaps,
to count
but
Mike Kalinowski? We're about to
I
find
don't
out.
think
All right,
he has.
so Mark, you ready to go?
No.
I just said we're about to find out.
Sorry,
To
ladies and gentlemen,
fully cap
it's
him,
time for the
you
movie
know,
trivia
but
Schmoedown.
It's like a big
3
step up
rounds
so
in the
far.
Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Division. Introducing first, representing the league, he is Mike, the Killer Kalinowski.
I don't even think of the Flash.
He's got the Flash Gordon.
Every
Flash
time
to
I
the
hear Flash
DCU.
Gordon.
Not a Batman costume today, a different look.
You want to do blow in the bathroom?
They say he is the next.
Sure.
4 out of 5 dentists recommend whatever Mike Kalinowski is putting
Flash
on those gorgeous teeth
Ted
of his.
And his opponent,
Doing blowing.
representing
Those
the
are great
Wildberries, with a record of 7 wins, 7 defeats. He is the 2014 Ultimate Schmoedown
He has been
finalist,
in the most than anybody.
the Wildman.
I really think so. I don't think nobody's even touched that record yet.
He just topped it. That is property. He just
Of course, I don't think anyone's had
We think we're getting
What's
it.
this? What I win?
Oh,
to him, real
thank
nice.
you.
I picked it for you, son of a bitch.
I got
There-
the
oh,
honor.
You son of a-
Look at
Wild
that
Man
guy
dance.
go.
Great suit. There he is. It is a handshake, of course. You got the legend
Yeah.
in Josh Macuga going to get the new buck here in Mike Kalinowski.
That was nice. That was very nice of Macuga. I mean, he clearly is
what's
somebody who is
Kalinowski got?
built for the long haul. I'm not.
What did he bring you?
What the hell?
He just
Did
won
he make
over
3 packs of that
He
now?
just won over Macuga's heart with the Coors Light. Not a sponsor of this show.
You know what I get in return?
What?
Oh,
I
boy.
didn't draw that. That wasn't me.
I hope that's a carrot that you drew over
As
there,
a gentleman, share a Coors Light with me.
All
I'm
right.
gonna be out
That's
by the
very
first question.
nice.
All
Well, you
right,
know,
here we go. Got a strategy.
He's
about
trying to
Macuga.
weaken me with my ultimate Achilles heel, which obviously is alcohol.
Right.
I'm just touched. I
Yeah.
seriously, like, I don't get emotionally overwhelmed that much.
But
I would rather have a Coors Light than this.
Yeah.
But this still means a lot to me.
Well,
So
that's
thank you very
I
much.
would rather have a
All
Coors
right,
Light.
all right, here we go.
Watch her bring over
So,
the third.
It
Like,
is
here you
time
go, buddy.
for the Ultimate Schmoedown. Second match here in the Ultimate Schmoedown singles. Works like this. Round number 1. Mark, how's it go?
In round number 1, each competitor is going to get 8 questions. They
the
correspond to
whiteboard
8
ready.
different movie categories. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 1. Once we ask the question, please write down your answer on the whiteboard in front of you, just next to your Coors Light. At the same time we ask you to say your answer, please show what you wrote to the camera for double secret probation confirmation.
All right, so remember, you guys remember the JTE rule. You guys know the challenge rule. If you don't know, please ask. We will definitely give you the definition of how those work. You guys are vets, though. You know how it works. All
Macuga
right.
looks a little nervous here. Josh, are you feeling
nervous?
okay?
No, I feel fantastic. I'm
Okay.
psyched. I'm ready to go.
Mike, you ready to go?
Listen, there are a few people in this league that are better looking than me, and Mike Kalinowski is not one of them. So it's great.
All right, here we go. So, Macuga, you ready to go?
Wow.
I'm ready.
Kalinowski, you ready to go?
Let's do it.
And let's get ready to Schmoedown!
All right.
All right, here we go. Round number 1 and question number 1 in the realm of...
In the world of new releases,
Fuck.
name the comedic actor who stars as Tennessee in the 2017 thriller Alien Covenant.
Oh,
I just got a chance to watch Alien Covenant finally.
And...
Did not care for it.
No, huh?
Not at all.
Really?
Did not care for it.
Wow.
I'm whispering. I don't want them to hear me, but I
They,
did not.
oh, we have microphones on.
I am
5,
upset.
4...
I think a lot of people were upset, so you're not the
Can
only
you
one.
repeat the question?
Already using it. Name
Coming in early.
Name the comedic actor who stars as Tennessee in the 2017 bust Alien Covenant.
I think a lot of you aren't the only one, Mark. There was a
5,
lot of people that didn't like it.
3,
Me, I'm a giant pussy, so
2,
I don't watch
1.
anything like
Pens
that.
down, please. Josh Macuga.
Danny
Danny
McBride.
McBride?
That's correct. Kalinowski.
Powers,
Kenny.
yes.
Kenny Powers. He was going
Yeah,
for a
I was
little
going
Kenny
for it,
Powers.
yeah.
All right, here we go.
Almost.
Question number 2 here in the realm of action adventure. In Broken Arrow, who plays Riley Hale, a pilot who hopes to foil John Travolta's plot to steal a nuclear weapon?
Not Broken Arrow, on the other hand.
Jim.
You talk about a cinematic
Do you know that was
masterpiece.
actually
That's
nominated
held up.
for an Oscar?
What, really?
No.
John Woo?
No, it wasn't nominated. 5, 4, 3.
I bought that
I
one.
know, 2. I don't do the thing.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
And that's pens down, please.
Meg Ryan.
Kalinowski.
I don't know.
Christian Slater?
Correct. Macuga.
Nope.
Bill Paxton. That's right.
Didn't have it.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
I've never
I did
seen
not
it.
expect Macuga to be felled by
Not
that.
a big
That's-
Broken Arrow guy.
Yeah.
Like
I've never
underground
even heard of
nukes
it.
rippling the earth.
That's my point. You never know what the hell he does know and what he doesn't.
You know what they say about Broken Arrow? Try it again for the first time.
There it is.
Your next question comes from the world of Oscar movies.
Yeah.
In
All
the
right.
Oscar-nominated film Vicky Cristina Barcelona, name one of the actresses who played either Vicky or Christina.
Now, You ever date anybody with a free name?
I was going to say Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Yeah.
I don't think that's one name.
You're both pronouncing Barcelona wrong. It's Barcelona.
You're taking time to answer. 5, 4, 3.
I have no idea.
2, 1. You can dock him points for ruining your joke. All right, here we go, Macuga.
Meryl Streep.
Oh, Penelope Cruz.
That is incorrect. Kalinowski.
Rebecca Hall or Scarlett Johansson?
That is
Wow.
correct. That is correct.
Kalinowski.
That is correct.
Commanding things with Christian Slater and is now Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Now, Penelope Cruz obviously in that film, but she did not play either Vicky or Christina.
Huh.
Yeah. All right, here we
Learn
go.
something new every day.
Next
The old John
category.
Macuga.
I got kind of like transfixed by boobs in that movie and must have just totally forgot the whole plot.
Here we go. All right, you.
I
boo.
never even
All right,
seen
you
it.
boo.
Never heard
Here we
of
go.
it, so.
In the next category of rom-com, Gary Marshall directed Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and what other 2000 film named after a holiday?
Shit.
See how
Farts.
Yeah, that Gary. You know what I did?
Shits
catch
and
the other day?
farts to go
I
with
caught A League of Their Own, which Gary Marshall's daughter, Penny, directed.
Yes.
But Gary is in it. Yeah,
sister.
Penny Marshall. That's his daughter.
Oh.
Yeah.
5,
What kind of weird family you from?
4, 3, 2.
Oh,
hands
wait.
down, please. And
I
Mike
put
Kalinowski.
night before.
Correct.
Oh,
That
okay.
piece of
Yep.
shit.
There really is. Macuga taking shots at New
It's a
Year's Eve.
damn good
Come
movie.
on, the plot of that movie was
not
so
good.
I was
dumb.
thinking Office
Absolutely.
Great
Christmas
performance
Party, but
by
I still
John Bon
would've been off.
Jovi. Your next category is drama.
Save the drama for your mama.
The drama. For my mother as well as our competitors, the question is, Robert Pattinson joins the circus and romances Reese Witherspoon in what period piece flick? That movie made me cry like some things that happen on this set from time to time.
Yeah, some things happen too.
I get a little
Just don't say the.
I get a little misty
don't
eyed.
say the
All
name.
I'm saying is I get a little misty
All
eyed.
right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Macuga.
No clue.
Water for elephants.
That is correct. Kalinowski.
Water for
There
elephants.
you go.
All right,
H2O for Dumbo.
They drink a lot of water.
Kalinowski keeping his
That's-
4-3.
You know what's
Right,
a great
and
scene with
I have to ask the
elephants?
next question.
Indiana Jones Temple of Doom, when she
just
pours
asked
the
that.
perfume on it.
Why?
All right, and our next question comes from the world of horror/thriller. Crap, right?
Hey.
Your question is, which Beetlejuice star played Donna Hawthorne in the 2006 Mindbender: A Scanner Darkly? Oh, that got a grumble
Groan,
from.
yeah.
Was that a hunger monster, Harloff?
Me? No, I'm all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Kalinowski.
Winona Ryder.
That is correct for one.
Oh
point.
shit!
Winona
Yes,
Ryder.
that was
Hey,
totally.
look at these
Yes.
guys.
They're going back and forth.
They're becoming best friends.
All right, here we go, guys. Next question in the category of family films. What kind of animal are the animated waiters who show up to share the screen with Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins? You know that Dick Van Dyke apologized for his accent?
Really? Dick Van Dyke was at the Comedy Store watching me perform one time.
Was he awake?
He had a smile on his face.
Was he awake?
5,
White suit.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Josh Macuga.
Penguins.
Incorrect. Kalinowski.
Penguins?
Correct. All right, so
They wear
Kalinowski.
tuxedos.
Kalinowski
Good one,
going
Disney.
Up. Kalinowski going up 6-4
Fucking
here.
Jack.
I've never heard a less confident answer
That's
out
the
of
last
Macuga's mouth.
All right, last question here,
Disney's
guys.
Bears?
You ready for
One's for you, Ken.
movie release dates? Movie release dates.
Oh.
What year saw Arnold Schwarzenegger start in the action romp True Lies and the goofball comedy Junior?
Now you like Junior better than True Lies. Why is that?
That is not true.
I've heard you say.
That
I've
is a
heard you say it on
false-
multiple
That is a
occasions.
falsity.
All right, then you've been lying to me for the last 10 years.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And Mike Kalinowski.
1991.
1994.
Correct.
Oh.
Shit.
96.
Oh, just missed it. So Kalinowski there.
just
It was
that
toe-to-toe
close.
for a bit. Kalinowski took a
Well,
little
3
bit
points.
of a pull there. 7-4 as we now get
One
into
away.
round number 2.
The bottom line is these guys love water for elephants, and now we are going to explain the rules for round number 2, also known as the wheel round. In this round, Josh Macuga is not going to be walking the wheel out because he's currently competing. The wheel we speak of has 12 different categories, and they all have 4 questions lying within them up here at our news desk. So once you get a question, they're each worth 2 points.
Right.
If you're not sure of the answer, you can check to multiple choice, at which point the value of the question goes down to 1. Keep in mind, competitors, there is stealing available in round 2. However, there is no penalty for missing a question. Josh, you were the favorite, but you were not in the lead, so now Mike Kalinowski is going to have the option of either spinning first or deferring to your Pittsburgh Steelers opponent.
Were you just taking a shot? Was that a shot you took?
I'm just pointing out the facts here.
Cool.
Okay.
No, that was
Take
a
off
shot.
the blazer, okay?
Also, remember, opponent's choice. What Mark didn't say, opponent's choice. If it lands on opponent's choice, you have to take the category that your opponent.
I played 14 matches, Christian. I get it.
Listen, the comment section forgives no one. All right,
Macuga's like a Rocky Blyer of this league.
All right, here we go. So, Mike, please go ahead and spin or give it to Macuga.
I really want to give it to him to be a gentleman and because he's a great guy, but I got to take it first.
Yeah,
I'm
take
sorry,
it.
man.
He
I'm
wants a
sorry.
crack at that
Gotta take a
wheel.
shot. Look, you got to go for the kill. You gotta
Yeah,
go
I mean,
for the kill.
Kalinowski standing up to give it a good spin.
He knows it. He's been here
Proper
before.
form, put it back into it.
7 points for Kalinowski in that round. Very impressive.
on.
Are
Oh.
we looking at
Come on.
comic book
Christopher
movies?
Nolan.
Oh,
Christopher
Christopher
Nolan.
Nolan.
Christopher Nolan. What are you gonna-
Interesting.
What's he going to do there?
Christopher Nolan, director of such movies as The Godfather.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it.
Going to take it.
He's
Oh.
taking it.
Good call.
Here we go. All right.
Coming of
All
age
right,
kind of
here we
looked
go.
interesting.
I will ask the questions here to
You will
Mike
be
Kalinowski.
administering, not asking.
Charlie
Here
Sheen
we
back
go.
on there.
All right, Mike.
Yep.
Who plays stage engineer John Cutter, who works with both Borden and Angier in The Prestige?
Michael Caine. Is it Michael Caine?
5,
Would that be
4.
Michael Caine?
That would be 2 points.
Yeah, that's a pretty,
That was
pretty
good.
solid
That was a
bogey for
good
Jaws of
movie,
Revenge
actually.
right
The
there.
There's some
first
people
time I
out there
saw
that love
that
the
was on
Prestige.
the
I got a standing
Take 3
ovation
watch
right
along.
there.
It was
Good
Good movie
really.
about magic
All
and
right.
stuff.
Yeah, I got it.
Really
I get it.
good. I mean, I knew the
What
twist,
is
but
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character's first name?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Andrew, B, Arnold, C, Arthur, D, Aaron?
Aaron.
Arthur?
That's correct for 1
Wow.
point. That's really good. All right.
He picked an A name.
Yep. At the end of Batman Begins, Jim Gordon holds what rank in the Gotham City Police Department?
Detectives. I want to say it's detectives.
5, 4.
Captain.
It's incorrect.
I'm going to go Lieutenant.
2 points
Wow,
Oh,
that is a
Lieutenant.
huge
Okay.
steal
Two-point
from a
steal.
guy who has been on this stage as Batman
I could have
before.
sworn it was
Yep.
detectives.
steal. Here we go. Here we go. Last question here. Who plays Teddy, the man in the photo who was shot in Memento?
No idea. Still another one I gotta see.
5.
Multiple choice?
A, Guy Pearce. B, Russ Feha. C, Mark Boone Jr. D, Joe Pantoliano.
Joe Pantoliano?
For 1 point.
That's a
11-6.
nice little
round.
cleanup there, but Macuga,
I was
huge
guessing
steal,
B or
keeping
C.
him in this ball game.
Yeah,
Nice round, nice
that
round.
D
definitely
looked
was a big
interesting,
steal.
but I
He's
was
now
guessing B or
11-6.
C.
McCallum gets 4 points in that round. Now, if Macuga has a big round, he can get right back in this game. All right, Macuga, here we go. Big spin.
Oh my good lord,
Oh,
that
that's
is
a big
spin.
one.
Spin.
That's a
good
guy
spin.
who's been there before.
Here we go.
Round and round
Oh,
it goes.
oh.
Begging for it to sit on action
Oh, action
movies.
adventure.
I'll stay.
All
And it
right.
does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh
Action adventure.
Macuga,
Yeah.
action adventure, one of his favorites. And here we go. All right, Josh. What character actor played the President of the United States in National Treasure Book of Secrets?
I'd have to go multiple choice.
5, 4, 3.
I'm going to multiple choice it.
Is it A, Robert Patrick, B, Tom Wilkinson, C, Bruce Greenwood, or D, Frank Langella?
Tom Wilkinson?
Man.
Tom
I'm gonna say
Wilkinson or
Bruce
Bruce
Greenwood.
Greenwood?
5,
He seems like kind of a scummy dude. I'm going to
4.
go Frank Langella.
3.
That is incorrect. Mike Kalinowski.
Steal.
Bruce Greenwood?
That is a point.
Yep,
For
it
Mike
was,
Kalinowski.
yeah, it was either
Point.
it was C. I was
Macuga
thinking B or
doesn't
C.
trust his
Wow,
gut,
that's
which is
right.
a bad one.
That's
there.
the one thing that Macuga cannot afford to lose is his
Wow.
own gut. Your next question, Mike.
How many shots are you going to
That-
take in me?
He's
This
just
match?
That was
flipping him
not
off.
a
He's like,
shot.
"Fuck
It's a
you."
shot.
You're in wedding
You're taking a
shape.
shot.
And
You look
Mark
great.
Ellis getting to the head of Macuga. This is interesting.
Without, unintentionally, though it may be. Your next question,
Is it?
my dear friend. Who played Guinevere in 2004 as King Arthur?
Oh, Julia Armand.
Correct.
Incorrect.
Gwyneth Paltrow?
Mike,
Can I repeat the question?
you can. That's yours.
Or
Yes,
am I
please.
thinking-
Yes. Who played Guinevere in 2004's King Arthur?
Am I thinking of the wrong movie?
Is she?
5,
It's
4, 3.
Keira Knightley.
He got it.
That is 2.
Wow.
Julia Ormond, I believe,
Nice.
played Guinevere in First Night.
Wow.
In First Night.
That was big.
And now Josh Macuga. Look, we're in danger of being knocked out here, but Josh Macuga has
more
two questions left. So here we go, Josh. Your next question. In Commando, John Matrix gets Bennett to put down his gun by convincing him to fight with what?
Come on, Bennett. Fight with your fists.
Is that the answer?
Yes, fight with your fists.
That's incorrect. Steel.
What?
Knives.
That's correct.
That is.
You fight.
That is correct.
Oh.
He convinces Bennett to put down his gun by convincing him to fight with what? And it was a knife.
There's a knife in me.
Twist it and turn it, look into my eyes.
So now,
Oh.
so Kristian, here's where we are right now. Is it Josh Macuga? If he doesn't get this question right, we're still going to go to round 3 unless Mike Kalinowski does know the answer and somehow gets another steal. Boy, my heart is racing right now, and not in the direction I want it to be going.
All right. Well, you jinxed your friend. So here we go.
Looking at the sword, your question, Josh. Who played Alex West, a Tomb Raider with unscrupulous methods, in Lara Croft Tomb Raider?
I've never seen any of these movies. Multiple choice.
Is it A, Guy Pearce, D, Daniel Craig, C, Channing Tatum, or D, Clive Owen?
Guy Pearce? I don't think it was Clive Owen. Guy Pearce?
5, 4.
Clive Owen.
That is incorrect, Mike Kalinowski.
I think it was Guy Pearce, wasn't it?
Be for the win.
Yep, I know.
can get
It's probably Guy Pearce, right?
Daniel Craig.
Oh, it was Daniel Craig. Okay. Man. God.
Well, it's the last time I'll ever wear this
knockout.
suit, Kristian.
Wow. I mean, Mike Kalinowski has just put himself in a big legendary status here. He just knocked out the Wildman. No one has ever knocked out the Wildman.
And
That
never
was
has
the
he lost in a
first
first
one.
round of a tournament
No, he has
either. I mean,
not.
this is a day of first for Josh Macuga, not how he hoped the day would pan
God.
out. And
I
I'll
got
tell you
free
what,
beer out of it.
we were just we were looking for that Macuga magic. He spun the category. I think he most wanted on the wheel. The questions were difficult. Mike Kalinowski knew them in his vault of knowledge. Macuga's luck could not come to play against Kalinowski's knowledge here today.
No, and Kalinowski is starting to really find his way in the Schmoedown. Those jinx, the sophomore jinx is gone. He's there now. He feels confident. You can tell he knows the rules of the game. He takes his time. He looked like someone that is a serious contender in this thing. And
That's something to say.
Macuga
That's a
just
first
didn't
for
have the magic
Macuga.
today, and he'll say as much.
He's
in
the only
in
one to
interview,
knock
but,
out
like,
Macuga.
He just he missed some ones that he probably thought he knew. He didn't take his time like he normally does. He rushed into some of these questions, and Kalinowski pounced on him.
Will Kalinowski run the table in the tournament? Will Josh Macuga show some emotion?
Man.
Will I be able to retain my Hollywood best friend Oscar from Josh Macuga? We're going to find out right now. Jen Sturger has an interview with both the winner and the loser of today's match.
What's up,
I
Movie
mean,
Trivia
that's a
Schmoedown
3
fans?
extra
I'm
points
Jen
for the
Sturger, and I'm here with
bonus
Mike,
betting
the killer Kalinowski. That was amazing. How are you feeling after that match?
Kind of mixed.
What?
I'm hurting. Like, I feel bad. Like, and
You
not,
lived
and
up
not,
to your
and not,
name.
and not in, and not in a great match for me. But it was like, he's
You
just-
lived up to your name,
yeah.
Mike, the kill. You just
Right.
took down a legend in Josh Macuga.
I did. So it's kind of a shock. I got a little bit of I think heartburn. I don't know if it's I'm getting older or what, but like, it's like I don't know if it was the beer.
We have
but I feel
Tums and
kinda-
Crafts.
I feel good. I feel good, but I had to face him, and
Yeah, I mean,
He's a
that
good
wasn't
guy.
one
He's such
of
a good guy, and I
Macuga's
don't
best
wanna-
showings, but
I'll
Jesus.
maybe go a little bit further and a little. I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not trying to
You're
smack talk. I'm not
speechless.
yeah, I am.
You're
yeah.
like really flustered
Like my other
by
matches,
this.
I felt like really good, and I'm like, yeah, we did it. I did this. My past history with Brienne. I'm like, yeah, okay, she made fun of me, but but with this, yeah.
You shared a beer with your friend,
It's bittersweet. It is
and then you beat his
bittersweet.
ass.
It is bittersweet. Yeah.
So your stealing actually was what really won you that match. Tell me, how were you feeling going into that second round, and when you saw that the action questions just came up much harder than we anticipated?
Yeah, and I tell you, I went with Nolan because he's got a limited filmography. So I was like, okay, but that Batman Begins, you know, and I know the line. It's like, you know, Batman comes up to him and he's like, you know, detective. He's like, oh, it's lieutenant now, and I'm just like, it just was not there. I knew it wasn't
okay.
commissioner because he gets that rank in The Dark Knight. So.
Oh yeah, in The
You know,
Dark
I've
Knight he got
studied
commissioner
movies
because
that I
he
don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe it's time to kind of
faked
re-go
his
back
death.
and like Batman Begins. I saw that 15 times in the theater, so
We
maybe
know
I have
you
to
did.
change the stuff up a little bit here. Yeah, but
To
yeah,
catch
his
the
action
Joker
adventure.
and
You know,
Joker
that's a
got
strong
out.
one for me too. So if he was going to miss him, I was going to get him right.
So you knew you
action
had that in
adventure
your
is
pocket.
definitely a category for me.
I don't know. Do you feel like this might be a changing of the guard here at the Schmoedown?
You know, I don't want to believe that because I still want him in. I still want him there. He's always going to be there. You know.
Oh,
If
yeah.
I was not a part of DC Movie News, that would be a man that I would love to be a teammate with. You know, when I first started this, before I started the DC Movie News, it's like, who would I get along with? Who would I just want to have a great team with? And he's one of the guys from the beginning. I was like, I'd love to have been a teammate with this guy. You know, so I hope he's going to be around. I hope we'll play again. Many more. He's 14 matches he had, so I hope I'm going to get him again just in a regular match without a tournament.
I doubt this is the last time we've seen Josh Macuga.
Yeah.
He just keeps coming back even when
He's
we
too
don't
good
want him
looking.
to.
He's too much charisma.
So now, looking forward into the tournament, you're going to be facing either Clark Wolf or Brianne Chandler, who have not competed yet, but we all know your history.
The
with
Joker
Miss Chandler.
to my Batman.
Right?
But, you know, I mean, how many times do I have to knock her down? I mean, I'm not saying this to be negative, but, I mean, but Clark Wolf, on the other hand, that's a match. But Brianne, who knows? So, you know, I don't know going into this. They're both
it's-
strong competitors. I've never faced Clark before. I've only seen her
It's gonna be a
compete.
coin toss
I know
on the
she knows her
day.
stuff. Brianne, I know
who I
her
bet
tricks. I
on
know her
that.
tactics. I know how to rile her up. This is the tournament now, so the gloves come off. You know, or as Batman would say, the gauntlets come off. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting. I am waiting to see what's going to happen with that match, so we'll see.
So, looking even further ahead,
Okay? Yeah.
are you ready to play the commissioner for the belt? Do you think
Now,
you have that in you?
There are
And what costume are you wearing? That's what we were really
that
interested in.
I got to go to my man tub. We'll see what happens in that. But as you guys know, Kristian, I know each other for a very long time. He's the guy that brought me into this. He got my
Right?
start.
Florida State?
Florida State, DC Movie News. I have a long history with Kristian, but I've seen him compete. It's a sight to behold with those guys. So I think my path is kind of now coming into sharp focus with where it's going to go. I think I have a shot at this. So it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen.
I mean,
You're
it also
Schmoedown fans.
depends
It's
on
about
how
to get
Clark
serious.
Wolf plays. We've seen her
Josh
play
Macuga, a little
at the
emotional
top of her game, at the bottom of her
Josh.
Is that how you want to start the interview,
No,
Jen?
that would be
Sure,
hilarious.
yeah. I'm really emotional right now, Schmoedown fans. I'm super emotional. I got knocked out for the first time ever in the friggin' tournament. A tournament that I've made it all the way to the championship. Am I a little pissed off? Sure. Am I a little pissed off about the commando question? Come on. You're not supposed to fight with knives. You're supposed to fight with fists. He throws a pipe through him at the end of it. A pipe. They don't even use guns. I don't. Jen, you know, in action adventure, the fact that I got fucking Tomb Raider and King Arthur
Those are
is an
classics.
embarrassment to anybody writing questions for action adventure. Those are fluff pieces meant for idiots watching on a fucking FXXXXXX on a Sunday afternoon. Okay? It's BS. And I don't like it. Okay, go ahead and ask a question.
I was just going to say, were you a little surprised at how difficult the action questions were? When you spun action, you had to were like, "Yep, this is my jam. This is in my wheelhouse."
Yes.
And then that happened.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
And the steals really were what set you back.
Well, listen, the steals are ridiculous because I pretty much gave him Bruce Greenwood because it is what it is. And then, I mean, listen, the fact that I stole Lieutenant, I was like, all right, at least this will get me to the third round because after the first round, I just didn't have it. First rounds have always been tough for me. If you can get me to the third round and I'm only down by 3 or 4, I think I have a pretty good chance. But today wasn't my day.
You're clearly
just-
emotional, Josh. Like, are you?
15
I mean,
matches,
he
Jen,
doesn't
and I just
know what to
I
say.
needed-
I don't blame him.
I just needed some luck like 3 months ago to get me going towards some kind of a roll. But this 1 win, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss thing, just
It was hard to build
It's
up
not healthy.
momentum.
It's not healthy. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not good.
Look, you're clearly emotional. I mean, I mean, you have to give a little bit of credit to Kalinowski, though, right?
Listen, he's great. He's great. I didn't think I've watched his matches. When he first started in this league, I thought, no offense to Mike Kalinowski, he was a bit of a weakling. He didn't really show up for much. He was losing to some pretty weak competitors. But he has really shown that he knows his stuff. He knows trivia just as much as
Yeah,
he
he
knows
went
how to
home, picked
pack
the-
an adult-sized
picked a
Batman
board
costume
and
into a plastic
just
tub and store it somewhere in his home or
Came
storage
to
space.
play. I mean,
So listen, am I proud of the guy for winning? Absolutely. Do I take my hat off to him for knocking me out? Sure. Do I want him to win the whole thing? Yeah, because that'll make me look pretty good.
He paid you some really high praise. He said, you know, somewhere
Of course
down
he
the
did.
road.
Have you seen my face? Have you seen my record? Have you seen everything about me? Of course he paid me high praise. I'm the best at
He also
pretty
said you were
much
very
everything.
modest.
Yes, I'm the best at pretty much everything around. And listen,
Would you ever consider teaming with him further down the road?
I think we'd make a pretty great team. We'd just call ourselves the Lady Killers. We're impossible to resist.
And with those jackets, I mean, who can defeat you two?
Yep.
So, obviously now, are you cheering for Mike? And who do you think can win the tournament?
I think Mike can win the tournament. I think if his head is a little too big for his cowboy hat right now, so maybe he'll take it off and look like a normal human being instead of some weird version of V for Vendetta. Like, I don't know, Magnificent Seven meets V for Vendetta meets a guy that's never ridden a horse. But he's hard to beat. But Mike Kalinowski has shown he's got the flair, he's got the muscle. He is somebody that is should be feared. So yeah, I'm rooting for Mike down the line. Yep.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see you back,
Thanks, Jen.
Macuga.
Do you want to stick around for my fantasy update? You want to stick around?
No,
for
I
the
got
fantasy?
shit to do.
Okay, I'll do
got
the
shit to
fantasy
do.
update right now. We don't even need to cut back to them. Here we go. Fuck.
All right, as you see, Josh Macuga obviously pretty heartbroken there.
Let's just do it right
give all
now.
the respect in the world to Mike Kalinowski, but he also acknowledged that he maybe jumped the gun a couple times, and we don't know what's going to happen. He got knocked out of the tournament, this team tournament. This is the first time he's ever been knocked out. He's a little punch drunk here, Mark. I think that he doesn't know what he's doing yet. Obviously, the wild berries are going to be making a little bit of a run.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. It was not the Coors Light that Mike Kalinowski gifted him that threw him off. I just think it wasn't Macuga's day, and that's what happens sometimes in this tournament. And I just got an email saying, I am no longer invited to Josh's wedding. I wish you all the best.
Yeah, well, Mike Kalinowski, you hear him in the interview. A lot of good things for him coming up because he proved that he is he's someone to look out for right now, knocking out the Wildman. But in the interview, as you see that he gave all the respect to the Wildman and said that he's looking forward to doing more in this league. But now
I mean,
he
it's
has a
going to be
chance of
interesting.
playing one of two people, one who he has serious history with.
Oh,
here,
yeah?
and that's Breanne Chandler.
Oh, boy.
Now, if Breanne Chandler happens to win her match, they could be going at it once again. However, Breanne
Kalinowski,
Chandler has a
Chandler
lot on
too.
her plate as she goes up against Classy Clark Wolf.
Yeah.
So if
I mean,
Mike
that's not
Kalinowski
like
and
an
Clark
easy
Wolf meet up
match.
here,
That's gonna
that's
be
also a possibility. So
that's
there's
gonna be a
there's a lot to
big
happen
match.
here as we get into round number 2. But we're just underway. This is match 2.
Yeah, and look, I think it would do Mike Kalinowski well to learn from the ghost of Josh Macuga in that Macuga's a guy who always brings luck to his tournaments, and Kalinowski's going to need to use a lot of that. Whether he has to go up against Chandler or Wolf, whoever he faces in the future of this match, Kalinowski is not going to be able to get by just on knowledge. You need a little bit of magic dust from a blue fairy.
And you, my friend, will be going up against Stacey Howard.
No magic
That's
dust needed
coming
for
up
that one.
next week. Make sure you check that match out. We have so many matches coming up in these singles. Make sure if you haven't watched the teams, go ahead and check out the team tournament as
We
the
already did
finals
that.
are coming out the same
Especially
exact
for the
week
Reactor
as the
League, we already
finals of
did that.
this tournament. There's a lot to happen. Who do you guys think are going to win? What did your brackets say? Who's going to be taking me on for the belt at the Spectacular? Comment. Let us know. Comment
I mean,
and
there's-
share this, by the way. And here's
I
the
mean,
one thing.
this
like I
is a
said, we'll never
more
charge you for these matches. That's not
determined
something we're just
tournament.
doing.
You can
honestly.
take him.
The only thing that we're asking you guys for, if there are 15, 20, 30, 100,000 of you guys watching it, then see how many comments you can get up there. See how many likes you can get up there. Break the record. Join the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group. Be part of the conversation. Get the stats. Join the fantasy leagues. And speaking of the fantasy leagues, here is Josh Macuga.
I thought we just had 2 of them. All right, now we got another one. Where the fuck? Where the fuck is he? He's like, all right, no, we're done. I mean, it was a hard fought match. You know, Macuga just didn't have the magic touch he's used to having. It's like he's not the same Macuga that we've seen from 14 different matches before. I mean, it was weird, but, you know, it happens. Kalinowski came in, just, you know, he just didn't stop. But, I mean, it happens. It does. But, yeah, that's it for this one, and then we'll see you in the next match next week. So, bye-bye.